session, right? That way, this is a proper session from each and everyone.
Okay.
All right. So, yeah, here we are. Okay. So, content-wise, today we will go with jump start, which jump statements, which has pass, continue, and break statements. Then we have nested loops, which is the main part of this session. Then we will use the GCD, or which is also known as HCF, and the LCM, which we learned in our class 5, 6 mathematics, right? If most of us we can recall, then we know. And some of us also got a little bit of help because of these topics. And let's try to understand how these things work, and then we'll move. So here's a little bit of revision from the last session. Let's try to get it. So what our question is, if we want to write a loop to print the following numbers, this are the numbers 1, 4. How does it? How are we going to write it? Right. So let's try that. So session is loops to,
In the difference of three, right? Each number.
yeah, in the difference of three. Absolutely. So in nested loops, now let's try to see. So how the thing goes. One number is 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 19, like this, till 40 we want. Now if we see that, if we observe, the increment is plus 5 with each number, right? The increment is 5. Sorry, 3, right? If it is 3, so what does our basic loop formation tells us? That will make our loop run from, I suppose we start with I, will initialize it with 1. We will make it go till, if we use the for loop, then what we will is, sorry, then what we will do is for I in range. So if you guys remember that range, whatever point we want to start with, that point we can take, until whatever point we want to get it, we will take one extra, right? So we will make it run to 41. Then if we want to jump, how many jump we want, we can give it as a jump, right? So this is the jump that it will take. But if you don't give this, if we just write for, for I in, for I in range 1 to 41, then what it would have done, it would have just printed 1, 2, 3, 4. The jump is just 1, the increment is just 1, right? But now we want an increment of 3, right? If we want an increment of 3, then we will need to give the jump of 3. And then what we do, we simply give as print I. And now because we want this commas, the we want a comma separated, we want the comma separated digits to be printed, then what we will do, we will give and equal to comma, right? Now one thing is how this function, how this loop actually works is, so first it will, I will take the place of 1, right? Then immediately after 1, comma will be printed. Then what will be printed? 4. Then 7. Then 10. Like this it will go. And once 40 is printed, what it will do is it will again print the comma. Now this comma is an issue for us, right? We don't need this, correct? How do we handle this? So in this case, what we do is we will just write an if statement, that that if my I is equals to 40, then what I will do, I'll just print the I. and I can just make it end equals to nothing, no separation, nothing, and it might look like a space. There is no space. Let's just I'll try to make it as close as possible. So like this. So there will be no space. And then in the else statement, what I can do is we can write print as general as like this. So we can just give I equal to end equal I comma end equals to comma, right? Now how this loop will function? Now how this loop will function is when I other than 40, because at 40 we want it to break, right? At 40, after 40 we don't want it to print anything, right? Then before 40, whatever number it gets printed, I want this to be printed. I want this comma to be printed after this number. But once it hits 40, that means once I takes the place of 40, I just want it to print the I, and there is no separator. That means it's a blank, right? So how do we now once we run this in the code, then we can see how this works is if I run this, see, you can see here that this 40, after 40 it is there, right? This comma is there. But here if we see, if I run this, then this comma is not there, correct? This comma is not there. So that's how we handle the separators that we want to print, how we want to play, how we want our code to run, how we want it to look. So all those things. So these things right now it might look like that, okay, this is just a comma playing. We are just playing with all those things. Yeah, it might look silly right now, but actually we will not handle this. We will use it in different cases. Once in other things, other concepts, once we go ahead, once we move, then we will know, okay, this is where these things are used. Now, next thing is, if you see, what is this question saying? If you observe this, how is the pattern looking here? You see 1, 3, 7, 13, 21, 31, 43. Do you guys see any pattern in this thing? Anything do you notice? Do you notice anything in this one? What kind of increment is there?
2, then 4, then 5.
N plus 2.
2,
4.
then 5 or 4? 4. Then
4, 6,
6. Then
8.
8. Yes. Then it's 10.
10.
Then it's 12.
12.
So now if you see, how can you handle this? See, previously what we had just this jump start that we could have used, right? This, we can use the jump of 3. But now how do we use this? Because we don't have any jump of like this, right? So how do we handle this kind of scenarios? So for this kind of scenarios, what we do is we will need another variables, and how those variables come into play, we'll try to understand. So this is saying, okay, my difference is more, 13, 21, 31, 43. Let's try to build up the thought process for this scenarios, right? The difference is 4, the difference is 6, the difference is 8, the difference is 10, the difference is 12, right? Now, so for our first number is what is our number? First number is 1. So the number that we want to start is with 1. So this is the base number. And if you see the jump that we are taking, it's a product, or it's a power of 2. It's a multiply. It's a product of 2, right? Every time. So let's try to take the jump as 2, right? Now if we use while loop, we will restrict the number started from 1 and we will restrict it to 43. So the number is less than equals to 43, right? Now the first requirement is, in as soon as my number is 1, I want it to print. So I equals to and end equals to, this is a space. So I am just giving space after every number, not using the commas. So if the question asks for commas, you know how can we use, you can use this scenario. Right now the commas is not the important, is not much more important. Right now the important thing is the jump. How do we handle the jump, right? So what is the next number? The next number we have to try to come up with, right? If we have to observe, how this is working, we can see that if it is once it's 2, once it's 4, once it's 6, once it's 8, once then it's 12, then it's like this, it's going. It's a 2 off. So do you see, if my base jump is 2, don't you see that the other jumps are an increment of 2? Each and every, it's an increment, that this is an increment of jump equals to jump plus 2. Then this is also equal to jump equals to jump plus 2, right? And this is also further equals to same thing. Do you see the pattern right now here, how this is working? So this way, what we can see is, so the number that we have, so the numbers incrementation, we can keep as number plus whatever the jump is. Now, because the jump is increasing twice every time, so we will increment the jump also by 2. Now let's try to do a dry run, how this is actually working, right? So if we see, what is the number in the beginning? Number is 1 and jump is 2. So when number equals to 1, first it will print? It will print the 1. First it will print the 1. Then number is done. Then number, what is take? Number plus jump. So number becomes number plus jump. So that is 1 equals to 1 plus 2. So it becomes, what does it become? It becomes 3.
3.
And then jump also becomes 4, because jump is also incremented by 2. Now this number is checking, okay, am I less than or equals to 43? Okay, I'm less than 43. So let me get printed. So 3 gets printed. Then number increments by jump. So what was the jump? Jump was 4. So number plus jump, which is 7. And jump equals to jump plus 2, increment of 2, 6. So now what will check? Okay, number I am 7, is 7 less than equal to 43? Okay, I am less than 43. So true, let me get printed. So 7 gets printed, and then the number gets incremented by jump. So 7 plus 6 is 13, and then jump also incremented by 8. Similarly, 13 gets printed. 13 plus 8 is 21. 8 plus 2 is 10. So 21 gets printed. And once 21 gets printed, so 21 plus 10, which is 31, and jump is 12. Then 31 enters the loop. 31 is also verifies it confirms that I am working. So 31 gets printed. Once 31 gets printed, 31 plus 12, which is 43, and this also becomes 14. It becomes 43. Once it becomes 43, it will become 14 plus 2, which is 757. This will become 16. 57, once it tries to enter the loop, it will say, am I less than or equal to 43? No. So it breaks, and we get our entire thing. Clear, guys?
Yeah.
So this was one way. Another way we can see is, what we can observe here is that the jump is a constant multiple of 2, right? A jump is incrementing every time. The jump is incrementing and the number is getting multiplied by the twice of the jump. Let's suppose our jump was 1 and number is to anyway 1 only. Then what we can do is, in the while loop, if we just 3 and if we print it, what we can do is we can increment instead of making it with just jump. Now if you observe it here, the jump is 1. The jump every time it's a multiple of 2, right? So what I can do is I can just make it a product of twice of jump, and I can just increment the jump by 1. Now also, if you observe, this will be the same. The loop will run the same way. If I show this to you, then I will just show you a few ones, because first num will be 1. The num will be 1. Okay. Num will be 1. And what we have here, we have the num equal to 1 and jump equal to 1. So after num will become twice of that is 3. 2 into 1 and jump will become 2. So 3 will get printed. Next time, once 3 is getting printed, then once 3 is getting printed, then how is the num incrementing? Num will take, okay, myself plus twice of jump, that is 3 plus 2 into 2, that is 7 only. So it becomes 7. And this is increasing by 3. So 7 gets printed. Then 7 is saying, okay, myself plus twice of jump. So same thing, 13. This is 4. Right? Got it?
Yeah.
How we are dealing with this and how we are forming the loop. Any doubt, any issues, any questions till here, guys?
No.
Okay. All right. Now what next we use is the jump statements. So in the jump statements, there are 3 types of jump statements. First is pass. Next is continue. Next is break. How do this work actually? So pass is just a placeholder. It's just as a reserved. So let's suppose there are a few loops. In some scenarios, what we do is there are a few loops which needs to be run in certain part of the code, but in certain part of the code, we need that block, but I don't want it to run. So in those cases, what we will do, in those scenarios, we'll just use the pass. That you stay it for for some time. I will check the code. If I don't need, you stay it like that. But if I need something to be added, then I will add it in place of this pass statements. So they will simply stay there. They will not do anything actually. Whatever you write in those pass statements, they will not work. They will just simply stay. So if you see, how do you feel this would work? Now, or I in range of 5. What are the most probable values of I? 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? Now it is saying if I equals to 3, pass. Otherwise, you in the rest of the case just print I. Right? So what it should do? It should print 0, print 1, print 2. Pass 3 means what? Do nothing. Right? But what do you think will happen in this case? In this case, what do you think? Do you think this will get printed, or this will just stay like this?
I think this will skip the 3.
Yeah, it will skip the 3 and continue for next loop.
Let's see how this works. It is getting the 3 because you see the irony here. So 3 is saying that if I am here, you pass. But if you see the position of this print statement, it is exactly here. It is exactly in the same indentation, right? So even though it is saying something, it's not saying that you bypass me. If if the print statement had been in this line, then it was a different thing. Then also this 3 might have gotten printed, but in this case, This will not be the case. Let's try to get that case also. What I will do is, let's try to print I here. You see, in this case, only I is getting printed, because it will just say pass means what? I am just sitting here. It is not affecting the code in any way. It just sits there. So why it is running? That's what it runs the code without any kind of change. If in future I need to change something, I will put something in place of this one. Otherwise, you sit there. Sometimes people use it as a, so that's why it is said placeholder, right? So if I'm sitting there, if I'm needed somewhere, then I'll get used. Otherwise, I'll just sit here. Okay. Did you see that? Did you observe the difference between both the part? Here, it was checking the what our thought process tries to say. Okay, that if I equals to 3, this should get passed. This should not even get here, right? Then nothing should get printed, right? But only 3 is getting printed, because the print statement is exactly under I equal to 3, but pass is not doing anything. Now let's suppose I'm just going ahead, uh, but let me just check this. See, in continue, what you predicted is happening. In continue, nothing is getting printed. Got it? So the same way, if I am removing this and it's 3, this is where you get the answer is 0, 1, 2. 4 is 3 is getting skipped only in this part, only in the continue statement. Did you get the difference between pass and continue?
Yes. Yeah.
Did you see the difference right now? Pass is just sitting there, nothing, no work. It might be changed, it might not be changed in the future. It's just sitting there. So let me just change it, because this is a past statements. So I'll just show it. So it has no effect. Okay, just staying there simply, nothing, no work. So next is, let's try to understand it using a few examples. See, if I don't want to do anything inside this loop, let's suppose I need this loop for some other work, for some other purpose, and I just want to use it for it to state like this. Can I run this like this? Is this syntax proper? If I don't want to anything, can I leave it like this? Python won't allow, right? It will give us error, because you have not given either the print statement should have been inside, or there should have been something inside the for loop, right? So this is not allowed. But if I want to leave it like this, so what I will do is, okay, I will write the pass statement inside, and then I will do this, and at least the code, the entire, the whatever thing is there, at least it's getting printed. Got it? Now, if you see here, what should be the answer for this? Could you take some time on your own and give me the answer for like how this loop will work? What should it print?
I think the answer is good boy. Goodbye.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Good boy. Why do you think so? The answer is only good boy.
The pass.
Think 6 into 12 also will work, right? 6 into 2, then 7 into
Tell me
2.
one thing. Tell me one thing. Did you observe the indentation here? You
Yes.
see the indentation here.
Mm.
means what? This both these lines are under this for loop. And did you see any kind of blockade or barrier that these two lines should not get executed? Did you see any kind of
No,
barrier? No, right?
no.
So these two lines will work perfectly. So whatever the
Yes.
value of this range is, which are 5, 6, and 7, so first it will print 5, then it will print 10, then it will print 6, then 12, then 7, then 14. Done? Okay. Next, pass. What is the use of pass? Nothing. Just dead body, no work. Then print goodbye. It will print goodbye here.
Yes.
Next, again pass. You just sit there. What's your use? Right? No use. So if it is as no use, then why should it affect our code? Did you get it now? So pass should not make you
12,
make you afraid
14,
of
and goodbye, right?
yeah 12, 14 and good. Okay. See?
Okay.
Okay.
10, 6.
Clear now, guys? How this pass is what this pass is working? It's not even working. So tell me, what should what should this how should this work? What to say? First of all, tell me, is this statement true? Is 5
No,
greater than
false.
7?
Wrong.
False,
Wrong.
right? Okay, it's
False.
false. But am I saying the code to do something if it is false?
No.
No.
No, right? So even if I had told something to do him or not do any or have not told him anything, the past staying there, sitting there or not sitting there, does it make any sense? Does it make
No.
any effect? No, right?
No.
It just runs. That's it. Finish. But if I had written that, okay, print, print, this is false or something, what do you think? What do you think the answer would have been?
Print is this is false.
Yeah, this will get printed.
This is false will be printed.
Oh, now tell me, okay, why it did not get printed? Tell me now, why it did not get printed?
Indentation.
No, not indentation. Just try to think why it did not work.
I think this is
Fun.
false. That's why it took effect, right? If
Yeah,
statement.
yeah. If this is a false statement, will it enter this loops? Will it enter these statements?
No.
No, right? It will not even enter. Now
Mm.
let's try to change it and then check and then check and then let's try to think how it works. Let me add. And by the way, if you guys are because most of you are new, so what we are doing is Python. For using Python, we can use other IDEs like PyCharm and all those things. Many things are there, but this is the simplest thing that you can have in Google. If you just write Google Colab, so this is the Google Colab. In Google Colab, if you in Google Colab, you will have free Python IDE. This is there. However, whatever, how many, what kind of, any kind of Python code you want to run, it's there. You can just freely use it. It will be saved into your Google Drive, and that's it. You can just use it. So, however you want to use, you can, how many, what kind of thing, any kind of thing that you want to run, you can use it.
Hello, sir.
That,
Hello.
yeah, hello?
Sir, actually, I'm new to this community, first of all. So, sir, like out of the box question I wanted to ask, like basically, this is related to database. So,
Which which
can I
one
ask
is Git database?
first of all? No, if I'm not interrupting, can I ask you a question? Just a out of the box technical question.
Okay, you want to ask something regarding database or what?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I might not be the right person to answer, but there are other fellow people who can answer. Sure, you please tell us.
Okay, sir. Sir, so basically, like Google Drive, like just as we have a Google Drive. So, in which sense, like, is it a relational database or non-relational database?
Google Drive,
Google
you are asking.
Google Drive. Like for example, can I treat my Google Drive as a database, basically just as like MongoDB or PostgreSQL? Can I use my Google Drive as a source of storage, storing my documents, like and connecting it with my application?
Okay, okay. You want to use the Google Drive as a database, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay. And okay, okay. You want to save everything there. I think it's possible, maybe, yeah. Because it's a kind of storage, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you guys feel?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. It's a NoSQL, that non-relational database.
okay, okay. It's a non-relational, but it can be used like that, right?
Yeah,
How
yeah,
he
yeah.
asked yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just like
Because
S3
see,
in AWS.
yes, S3 in AWS. Because S3 is also it has no kind it does not have any kind of system, right? It
Yeah.
does
Yes.
not have any kind of structure. So yeah, yeah. Thanks for asking that question. It was a good question. Yes, great.
Okay, I will try it because I was trying to make a application and I was thinking that why I can't do this, why I can do this, but on that thing like there is this website on which doubts are being posted and Stack Overflow. So there it was
Yeah.
mentioned you can't do it.
Oh,
So
you
that's
can't do
why
it. They said.
yeah.
Okay, but still, sure. Let me take a note of it. Let us also do some research. If someone has said that it cannot be done, then there might be some issue. But sure,
Thanks for raising it. Thanks.
yeah, sure, no problem. Let's can be database.
Can you tell what application you're building, like exactly what you want to achieve?
So basically, like for example, if I'm storing my applications, basically if I'm basically building a product store, so the storage, the kind of like details about my items, that item ID, item name, and all those sort of things. So I would kind of like create a NeonDB instance, and on that I will be creating tables and all those sort of things. So there I need to pay some amount, although it's free, but basically for spinning it, it takes a lot of time, and also there is a lot of latency issues for free, basically for free account. So I thought, why not to create an alternative for this, as Google Drive is free.
So, like most common pattern that I have seen is that if you have a like text data only, you can go for RDBMS system, anyone like MySQL or Oracle. You can choose between them. And what people do, like if you have audios and like images and videos on your application which you want to store, so people use something like AWS S3 and they store that in that S3 bucket, and then they store the link of that in the like your MySQL or like Oracle database. So from that like table, you can fetch that link, and then user can visit that link and access their content. Like this is what I have seen like commonly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you understood, right? You can store your video or audio, whatever file is there, image, on your S3 bucket. So when you store that, you will get one link from the S3 as a like response,
Hmm.
like where you can visit to like access that, right?
Hmm.
That you can store in your database in front of that like users like content list,
Hmm.
and then you can fetch
But
from there. Yeah.
Got
yeah,
it.
so that's what like who answered this? We can use it as a non-relational database, right? But if that was possible, would we not have been able to use the S3 as a database? But we don't use generally the S3 as a database, right?
Yeah, because I'm just telling to store the like media files there, like audio,
Yeah,
video,
yeah, media
whatever is there.
files. Yeah, media files. So similarly, media files can be stored in our Google Drive. So Google Drive might not be used as this database, right?
Yeah. Because like above 50 GB anyhow you have to pay, right? And
Uh-huh.
AWS
Yeah.
S3 is the most popular object store,
Yeah. Yeah.
whereas
It's very cheap. Yeah.
Drive is a product itself, which like is not, I think,
Mhm.
not that perfect for that purpose of storing and retrieving
No,
only.
no, perfect. Let's suppose everyone, you feel free to dive in and let us clear. I don't know. Let's try to understand this. If S3, let's suppose we need a memory of only 15 GB, which the Google Drive allows us. Can Google Drive be used as a database? Is it possible? Let's suppose our need is low. Let's suppose our customer base is low and we want a database within 15 GB limit. Then can in that way, if Google Drive can be used, then S3 also can be used as a database, right? But is it possible? Is it allowed?
I think you have to make your configurations according to that scenario, because on Google Drive only people with the link can access that content only if the owner has given that permission to
Ah,
those particular people
yeah,
by adding their Gmail
yeah.
account,
Mhm.
or at least by providing a link which is having edit and like view edit access
Yeah,
depending on whatever
yeah,
scenario it
yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah. It's based on the access. Yeah, this was a good question. Let's all try to research and let's try to come up with the answer, what the proper answer is, right?
Yeah.
Thanks for asking this. Who asked this? I was not.
Bhavishya.
Okay,
Bhavishya,
okay,
future.
okay. Future.
Yeah, so basically, okay. Just summarizing this, I searched
Ah,
on, I did a deep search on this on Google Gemini,
mhm.
and it's
Ah,
showing that it's highly discouraged by Google to use it as a database. And secondly, is that if you and your friend are using the application, or there are only 1 to 2 users, it can be still
ah,
be used, but Google
ah,
kind of like
okay.
Google kind of puts a rate limit to it, that
Okay,
there are
okay.
for
That's what
60
my question. That's what my question was, also the same question, that is it allowed? Because if let's suppose our use is less, right? Let's suppose our access is limited. We have few customers or few people who have then can this be used? If it is saying it can be used, but rate limiting is and all those things they will be applying, but at least we got the answer that it can be used, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. But it's not advisable. It's not the best way to implement a database. Got it. Got the answer. Okay. All right. Thanks for asking the question and bringing it up. We learned a new thing. All right. So, guys, tell me, is this a true statement?
No, false.
Why
Sorry.
false?
Yeah, true.
It's
I
true.
thought it
Yeah.
was
It's
vibrator
it's
and so
true.
on.
Yeah, it's true, right? If it's true,
Yeah,
then it will enter here. If it enters, what do you think will get printed? Will something get printed or nothing will get printed?
this is false, right?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is false. Will be
this
print.
is false. Will get printed because pass is just sitting there. We might get confused in this state. Okay, we might feel okay, pass is there, so it is dead. This will get printed, but we missed one thing, that this itself is not true. So it will not even enter the statement, right? Okay. Next is this one.
Can you run
What do you
the
think?
first one?
Yeah, I have run it. Nothing. See,
Okay. So we won't get any error or something if
nothing.
the
See,
condition is false.
uh, nothing. See, if I had made it like this, that means what? Something is missing.
Yeah,
Comment statement means what? Nothing. That
nothing.
means
Yeah,
it's blank. Now
yeah.
it will give error because I have not finished it, right?
Okay.
But now, if I give at least the past statement, even if I had not given this also, now also it will run. But it will not do anything because I have not given anything. But if we give anything also, still it will not do anything because it's a false statement. It will not even enter. But it will not give any kind of error, right? That was the whole point of giving the past statement.
Okay, got it.
Got, got it? Clear? Okay.
Yeah.
Next is this one. What do you think will happen in this case?
It will print
Will
1
anything?
to 10,000. No, it will not. Try.
Yeah, try anything, whatever you feel, whatever you feel, anything. Do you feel something will get printed or not?
No, again there is nothing given. Only range is given.
Yeah, only range is given. Nothing is given. Pass means what? At least it will not give an error. But I have not given any kind of statement. Whether you want to print at a condition, whether you want to print something, nothing is given. So it will just not give an error. That's it. It will run, but it will not give anything. It will not give us an output. Right. Now
Yeah.
If we
comes to
remove the pass,
uh-huh.
if we comment out the pass,
Yeah, now it will give an error. See? Because now nothing is there.
okay.
So this is the entire difference of what the pass, how the pass, and what the pass is doing. So pass mostly it's of no use, I can say, but there are some scenarios. See, what happens is in a script when you are doing something, at least you should not be like shocked to see pass. Okay, what is this pass? At least you will know. Okay, it's a dead body just there. At least you will not get shocked, right? So
Yeah.
that's what, because it's a part of the jump statement, all the three different types of jump statements. So pass is also one of it. So we're covering. Next is continue. So continue is used. Continue and break statements are used widely, but more than continue, this break is used. So let's try to understand what the continue does. So it's saying disregard what is written below the continue and continue to the next iteration of the loop. So I showed you in the past this thing, right? So that itself is being, I have been trying to say it here. So what it will do is, you see, first I in the range of 5. So what are the, it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? These are the values of I. It is saying if I equals to 3, you continue and you print I. If it is in the same thing, what it will do is this will also run, this will also run generally. Okay, if this was a different code, if this was a different statement other than continue, this will also would have run, this also should run. But because this is a continuous statement, 0 will get printed, 1 will get printed, 2 will get printed. Once 3 comes, this entire segment gets skipped and it will go to the next iteration, which is the 4, and then it will get over. Okay. So let's try to check it, that if that's really the case. So I run this. See, the 3 got skipped. Got it? How the continues? At least continue has some kind of working capacity, right? At least it skips something. But pass was not doing that also. If I had given pass here, same 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it? You got the difference properly? It's clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me, what should be the output for this one?
2 to 9.
Huh?
1 to 10.
1 to 10. Why 10?
1 to 9.
1 to 9.
1 to 9, sorry.
Yes, because in Python's range, we will omit the last one, right? We will not consider the last. I will not consider the last range. So see. Why 1 to 9? Could you explain? Would anyone say why 1 to 9 is getting printed?
For I in range between 1 to 10, and it's
Uh,
printed I.
uh. But what about this continue? How is this continue acting?
Nothing.
Nothing, right? Because there is nothing after continue,
Yeah.
right? So if something was there, that would have been omitted, but there is nothing. So it is also acting like a pass, right? But if I do, let's suppose if I do print I here, right? Now what do you think will get printed? Do you think 1 1 2 2 3 3 will get printed, or the output will be the same of 1 to 9?
Same output.
Yes,
Yeah,
same
same
output.
output.
Same output. Because in continue, it is keeping whatever is there below this one, right? So every time, for each and every time, once once the this I, for I equals to 1, this 1 is getting printed. Then continue is saying, okay, I'm continue is there, whatever is there, you skip it. You skip this one. For I equal 1 will got skipped. Then I equal to 2. For I equal to 2 also 2 will get printed. Then it will say, okay, continue. Whatever is there, you skip. 2 will also get skipped. I equal to 3. 3 will get printed. This will get skipped. So like this, the same output. Okay. So that is the use of continue, how continue actually works.
Can you run this one?
This one I have run. Same.
Okay.
Okay. So give me the answer for this one. What is the answer for this question? Everyone keep the answer
0 1
to.
2.
What did you say?
0 1 2 4.
0 1 2 4.
1 to x is equal to 3. X. So 1, 2, 4.
1 2 4.
Sorry, 1 2 4.
1 to 4.
See.
Really?
1, 2, 4.
X is equal to 3. It's continue, right? 1 2 3 1 2 4. X plus.
1 2.
Wait, x is less than 5. I will take with 5. 4. Three. Oh.
Guys, try to do the dry run on your notebooks and then try
1 to 4
to
5 it will print.
1 2 4 5. Okay, that's one of the answers we got. That means
1,
B is
2,
the
4,
answer.
5. Yeah, correct. 1, 2,
Okay.
4,
4.
5.
Okay. 2 answers I got. I have again 3 more answers to come. What do you guys feel? Ganesh, Akash, Biren. Did you also get the same answer or you got a different answer? Okay. So x is 0 in the beginning. Once it enters the while loop, it is true 0 is less than 5. But immediately as soon as it gets inside, x becomes 1, right? Is x equal to 3? No, right? So print 1. Then x will go inside, this 1 will go inside. Immediately as it goes inside, it becomes, after 1, it becomes 2. Is 2 equal to 3? No. So what it will do, it will not do anything. It will just print itself. So 2 is getting printed. Then 2 will make it 3. Okay, 3. I am continue. Okay, I'll skip whatever is there. Once 3 is true, then it skips whatever is there. If it is continue. Okay, so 3 is getting skipped. Once 3 is getting skipped, then it will check. X is still 3, right? Once 3 enters, then it will become 4. Once it becomes 4, it's not 3 anymore, so print 4. Then 4 will enter again. 4 will check, am I less than 5? Okay, I'm true. Then 5, because immediately 4 enters the loop, it becomes 5. So 5 gets printed, and then 5 will check, okay, 5 less than 5, no, false. Then the entire loop breaks, and this is what our answer is, right? So
Yeah.
the answer is B, correct? Next is, you see now how the thing is working. Here you will get a scenario how this continue is actually working. So what this loop is actually saying, I am in range of 1 to 10. That means my actual range is from 1 to 9. 10 I can forget about. If if I is a divisible, I is divisible by 4. That means I is a multiple of 4. Then what I should do, then I should intimate that I am skipping this. That I am skipping this I. That means what are the possible values of this I in this case? Multiple of 4. 4 and 8.
8.
4
Yes.
and 8. Now I should get an intimation that okay, I am skipping 4 and 8. But once it skips 4 and 8, it should not print the hello for this. Otherwise, it should print the hello for this. Okay. As well as it should print itself also. Okay. But this hello, you see, this print is exactly in the indentation of this for loop, right? This for loop, right? So this print will only get affected if this 4 is, if this case is true. Otherwise, this gets printed. And what do you think? Give me, you guys, give me the answer for this only for the loop of 1 to 4. Till 1 to 4, what it should print. You just try to do it yourself. Don't use the terminal on your own. Just try to use the Dryden on your pen and paper and just give me the answer. For 1, what it should print. For 2, what it should print. For 3, what it should print. And 4, what it should print. Because it will be the same till the 9. So just give me the answer for only for those.
For 1 to 4, it will print a 1 to 3, right?
1, 2, 3, 4. It will print 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you're saying.
No, only 1 to 3.
Okay, you are saying 1, 2, 3 will get printed. Then
Then like only for I'm saying if we skip this if statement for I in range 1 to 10, if
okay,
it's
that's what.
not divisible by
Once
4.
okay, it's not divisible by 4. Once it's divisible by 4, then what happens?
I'm skipping continue. Hello gets printed, right?
Why do you say hello is getting printed?
I'm
Okay,
skipping.
I am skipping is I got it. Why are you saying hello is getting printed?
Continue. Hello. I think I really need pen and paper.
Yeah, you really need pen and paper. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to make it as just a passive class. I'm trying to make it as an active session so that everyone really does something and we learn together.
Yeah.
So if we are using this 1 to 4. So only
Ah.
4 number is matching. If 4 divisible by
Ah.
4,
y-
then
yes.
it will print
Ah.
I am skipping I.
I'm skipping high. Hi or hello?
You will print 1, 2, 3. I am skipping 4, 5, 6, 7. I am skipping 8 and then 9.
Yes. Did any guys got it? That this hello is just standing there. Guys, anyone? Did you get why? Did you get the reason?
No.
Okay. And Akash, maybe you were trying. Do you need some more time?
You can explain, Nan.
Okay. Okay. All right. So what is happening is once I is 1. For 1, this will not happen because 1 is not divisible by 4. So 1 gets printed. Okay. Once it's 2, 2 is also no. So this got skipped and 2 is getting printed because the indentation is under the for loop. Then 3. 3 is also same condition. Then 3 gets printed. Now 4. 4 is a multiple of 4. So that means it's true. If it's true, then what happens is immediately after it enters, what it's saying is, okay, I am skipping I. That means I am skipping 4. So it will say, I am skipping 4. Then we have the continue statement. What did we learn in continue statement? Will any of these things get executed? This entire block will get skipped and directly 5 will run. So neither the hello gets printed, neither the 4 gets printed separately. So then immediately 5, then 6, then 7, then I am skipping 8, then 9. Is it clear, guys? Did you get it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Clear? Okay.
Yes.
So this is the catch. This is where the catch is. And it's great that you are making the mistake. That way you are learning. It's good to make these mistakes. So if we run this, we will see that 1, 2, 3. I am skipping 4, 5, 6, 7. I am skipping 9. Clear? Okay. Next is x equals to 0. X is less than 5. X plus equal. This is the same thing. This one. This has been done here. 1, 2, 4, 5. Now let's come to the break statements. How break statements work? Break statement is saying, like continue statement, what it was saying. It was saying that, okay, for this iteration, whatever iteration I'm doing, you just skip this iteration and you move to the next iteration. But what break is saying, whatever you have done, I am done with it. You move ahead, you break the loop, you break the entire loop. So what it is saying is, for I in range of 5, that is still 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Until and unless I did not get 5, I am getting printed. That means 0, 1 and 2 gets printed. Once it gets 3, it breaks, finish, no more. So only 0, 1 and 2 will get printed. Did you get the difference?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I go fast? Do you want me to repeat this?
No, understood now.
Yeah. So if you see now, 0, 1, 2. So once 3 comes, but if this same thing, if this was a continuous statement, what would have done? What would have happened? it would have printed 0, 1, 2, 4, right? Because we have been doing the same scenario every time. In past statement also we saw this. See this? We use the continue 0, 1, 2, 4, and pass is to pass only. No work, everything gets printed. Right? So that's what the break statement is. Now let's try to say. Tell me, what should the answer for this one be?
One to 9. Then it will get on this seventh line. It will get I am breaking from the loop when I is 7.
So you are saying from 1 to 9 it will get printed or what?
Yeah,
No, it will not. There is this operator. So, break.
See what is happening here. What did we learn in the break statement?
okay, it will break when this
When will it break?
At
7.
7.
At 7 or at 8? What do you think?
7.
At
7.
Number 7.
Yeah, at number 7 it will break, because by the time it's till 6 this will not even be true, right? Once it gets 7, so 7 is divisible by 7, it becomes true. If it becomes true, it will enter in this line. It will say, okay, I am breaking from the loop when I is I. That means when I is 7, and then I am breaking. That means after this, whatever iteration I have, I will not execute those iterations, right? So
Yeah.
only 1 to 6 gets printed, and this statement gets printed, and then the code breaks. Right? Got it? Now, next one
Yes.
is a good question. Let's try to think of it together. Let's try to do the logic building of this question together, and let's try to come up with the code of it. So, I will not scroll down. Sorry for the inconvenience. So, the code is there in between, yeah, below. Let's try to get it. So, what it is saying, write a program from a program that continuously asks the user to provide an input number. Okay, that means what? User has to give input regularly, right? You have to take the input from user repeatedly, right? Every time you have to take the user. That means one idea we have that this will enter the while or the for loop, right? It will go into the loop because every time, each time the loop runs, it has to run the input line, right? Next is the program should stop only when the user provides 5. So tell me one thing. Once this kind of thing you see, the program should stop only when the user provides 5. Do you feel, what do you feel? Tell me. Is this any kind of while loop or this is a for loop? Where do we use for loop? Where do we use while loop? While loop we use when we don't have a proper limit, when we don't have proper limit or range, or some other scenarios also which we will come across. But for we will use when we have a proper range, right? We have a fixed range. Looking at this question, do you feel we have some kind of range here? We have some kind of limit here that this many times you have to run the loop?
No.
No, right? So what it says is at least we know that this should be a while loop, right? So this much we got there. Now, looking at this, what we also get the idea is, let's suppose until and unless the user does not give the 5, that means the code will run. That means there is a chance this code can run infinitely also. So we don't have any kind of idea till when the code runs, right? Why I am saying this? We will learn this in just a few minutes. Next is once the user provides 5, the program should print the number of times an input was provided. That means till the till the time I got 5, how many times I have got the input from the user? How many times I have got the input? That means somewhere or somehow I have to take a count of the number of inputs. Did you get what I said?
Yeah.
Somewhere I have to take the count also of how many times I have taken the input. That means every time the input runs, that many times the count also increases. That means the count also gets inside the while loop. Right? Now, assume that the user always provides a number. That means every input the user gives an input. That means it's not a blank. Okay, it always gives an input. It always gives a number. It gives a number. That's it. Okay, so one thing is clear. We have to take input. We have to use while loop. We have to take the count. Right. Next is, so how do we think?
I
Can you
think
guys?
if
What?
condition
Yeah.
as well, because we have to
Yes,
match
correct.
with the
If
5.
condition, yes, you have to check for the 5. Absolutely. If is for check for 5. Correct. This is for checking for 5. And tell me, which of the 3 jump statements we are going to use? Looking at this, looking at this statement,
Break.
yes, break, because the program should stop
Should end at 5. Yeah.
should stop at 5. Once 5 is given means finish, you come out of the loop. Now try to think. So because I have to, if I have to take the count, right? So count I have to anyway initialize with 0, right? Then I have to put the while. Now while, what do I give here? Can anyone help me? What should be here in while?
True.
Why true?
Because we don't know like for how long the loop will run, like at what time the user will give 5. So there
Uh,
is no definite condition.
yes. Mhm. Correct. So actually, what actually does this while loop, this if statement, what does this mean? They are saying only if the condition, whatever the condition is there, till the moment these conditions are true, I will execute these statements, right? Only the moment, till the moment this condition is true, till then I will execute. Once it becomes false, then I will not run this. But looking at this question, do we have any fixed amount of time or fixed amount of loop numbers that I need to run the code? So what I need to do is I have to make it run infinitely. I have to make it true every time until and unless I get my break statement here, right? Until and unless I get my break statement here, I have to make it run, right? Because who knows if the program needs for the code to run, if there is a glitch and no one gives an input 5, it has to go on for days, right? There is no stopping of it. So this is one thing we have come up, one thing we have sorted out, right? That this is the one, this is the thing. Now in this true, I have to take the input every time, right? This much is clear. I have to take the input every time. So if I have to take the input every time, so what I will do is here I will write inp or anything equal to int of input, because what I have given here is assume that user always provides a number. Because it's a number, it needs to be typecasted, right, to int, and I am saving this in this input. Okay. Now okay. So So guys, tell me, those who were there with us for the last session, how is this experience as compared to the last time when I was flipping my cameras? Harish, how do you feel?
It's amazing. So you are using an app or you have taken that right pad like on your iPad or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like?
yeah. This writing digital pad is there, right? So I bought that. So that's how I'm using it. I thought
Okay,
it would
that's
be
great.
difficult to use it. Yeah, but this is
No, no,
good.
it's like now it's much better for you
Yeah,
also. Like it's much easy now.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so input is fixed. Now, what do I need to check for this input? I need to check that if this input number is 5 or not, right? Because that's my breaking point. So I will check if INP is equals to 5. Then what I will do, I will just break, right? That's my breaking point. And the next point is I have to increase the count also, that this many times I have taken the input. Now tell me, I should make the count increment here or here. Where should I keep it and why should I keep in that position? Could you please tell anyone?
Only
These are the two.
before. Yeah, here only.
Why is that?
I think after break it should not work, right?
Why it should not work? It will work.
Okay.
If I'm not given 5, let's suppose I'm giving 1. I'm giving 1, count has increased. Let's suppose it's not here. If it does not enter here, this line will anyway get executed, right?
Yeah, right.
Tell me, should it come here or should it come here? I need how many times I have taken the input? How many times?
The below, because we have to take the input whatever it's matching with the 5 as well.
So you are saying here or here?
Below.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me one thing. Let's suppose before I give 5, I have taken three inputs. Three inputs. One is 1, one is 4, one is 6. If I'm giving the count, if I'm taking the count increment here, then it will take the increment and it will store it. So count will become 3. As soon as I put the 5, will it take the count? Will it increment the count?
No.
No. So can I store it here?
No.
This would have been possible. This would have worked properly if I did not need the count for this 5. But I need the count for this 5 also.
Correct.
So I need it here. You said it properly, you said it correctly, but your reasoning was not correct. That
Yeah.
it would not have it would have worked, but it needs to be here. It needs to be placed here so that each and every input gets tracked, gets counted, right?
Yeah.
So, and at the end, I will take the input here. So see, count is equals to 0 while true. INP equals to int of input. Count is incrementing. If not input. If INP equals to 5, break, finish, and enter 4, enter 6, enter 2, enter 1, enter 7, enter 8. Like this, if I write a program to not give it an input of 5, it will run morning, day and night. And once I give it 5, you see the number of time input was provided is 9. See, 3, 3 and 3. So 9 times. If I had written this count instead of here, if I had written this here, so it would have taken only 8 times. It will take, I will end it here, it will take only 3. But the real answer is 4, right?
Yeah, correct.
So you got the difference? You got the answer?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. 55.
Yeah, 55 is also, 55 will also work. Why will it break? Because it's not divisible of 5, na? See? It will not break.
Yeah.
The next is also I am using pass and break. How to use pass and break? I am just trying to get it. So till here it's same. Now what I am doing is I am saying if input is not equals to 5, if input is not equals to 5, what do I need to do? Do I need to do anything? No, right? I just need to keep it as it is, right? So it is just passing. Did you see the use of pass now? The real use of pass in this, can you observe how this pass is working here? If I don't want the code to do anything if the input is not 5, right? Here also internally the code was doing the same, right? In this case, if you have observed, in this case, internally the code was if input was not 5, was the code doing anything? Code was not doing anything, right? That means what? Internally it is doing pass only. So I have explicitly written here that if the input is not 5, what you do is you just pass it. You just stay like that. Don't do anything. Else loop will anyway not work. If this has worked, this will anyway not work. So, and once the user gives 5, then this will not enter. Else loop will enter, it will break. It's doing the same thing. Did you now get how this pass is working in this case? Is it clear, guys? Is it not clear?
No.
Should I
Can you
repeat?
explain again? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So what it was doing here, if you observe, if input was, see, if the input is 5, only then I am saying break. Did I mention anything if the input is not 5? I did not mention anything, right?
Yeah.
If it is not, it will just go to the next loop, because after this statement there is no instruction, so immediately it will take the next iteration, right? But here what it will do, try to understand. If I am giving the input as 6, what it will say is 6 not equals to 5. Yes, it's true. If it's true, then enter inside me. What should I do? I should pass. That means it's a placeholder. I should just sit. I should not do anything. If I am passing here, will I enter the else loop? If I have entered the if condition, I will not enter the else statement. Correct? Then I will move to the next iteration. Did you get this? Did you get the flow? Or is it still confusing?
Still confusing.
Tell me which part you are confused.
So-
No worries.
So if it is the condition is not matching, then it will pass mean do nothing.
Do nothing. Pass means do nothing. Tell me, internally, in this case, I did not write any condition for input not equals to 5, right? I did not write any condition.
Yeah.
But tell me, In the scenarios when I was not giving the numbers as 5, was the code doing anything? Internally, anyway, it was not doing anything,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It was skipping only. It was going to the next iteration only.
Correct.
So here I have explicitly written that if the input is not equal to 5, you don't need to do anything. You just pass.
Okay.
Otherwise means what? Else means what? Else is saying if input is equals to 5, for which I need to anyway break this loop, right?
Breath. Okay. 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 Now I got it. So it will do the same thing.
It'll do the same thing. It's just that here I am writing it, I am just mentioning it.
Okay. Yeah. Got it.
Got it, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or is there any bit which is confusing still? I am again ready to explain, no problem.
No. No. I got it now.
Okay, na? Okay.
Yeah.
So if I running it, I'll get the same prompts 6, 3, 8, 4, 6, 5. Number of provided 6. Same thing. Same way it's working.
What is the best practice that we need to explicitly mention here, or the
No,
first
no.
one?
We will mostly use this one only because see, this is just we're just breaking it down that okay, pass also can be used like this, just to show that this is where pass can be used actually. Because till now the use case that we have seen pass is of no use, right? But
Yeah.
at least here we can see that okay, pass has some work. That's it. All right, guys. Next is this one for you. Take out your pen and paper and give me the answer for this. Okay. Anybody else? What answer did you guys get? Uh-huh. What it is saying? Guys, you ready? Everyone?
Yeah. C and
So
D.
C and D. Oh, both look same, huh? Okay. Okay, I missed the four. In one, I should have added the four. Okay. Mm, all right.
Three. Three.
Sorry, A.
That
You finished your
print
part
should
with
be
the.
above the if, right?
Uh, is maybe there is an overlapping of voices.
Right.
Yeah. What is saying the same thing, Harish?
The print statement should be above that if statement, right? To achieve this output.
Which print statement?
The print X.
This one.
Yeah.
It should be above the break statement.
Above the if statement.
Here.
Yeah.
Mm,
try to run like
Yeah, I can. Let me check. Yep. Sorry, there is a typo. But this is not the thing that I wanted, that I'm expecting it to. Okay. Wait.
I think before the break, above the break.
If this no, in that case only one will get printed. I think the print statement was somewhere here. No,
no, in that case 1 and 2 will get printed with the previous code, but that loop finished will not get printed.
yeah. Here also the same thing. This
If
is not the thing.
with indentation with the if. Mm,
No, that way also it will not work in that way. Okay, let me. I'll check it
Didn't like which output you wanted, man?
for this. So this is like this. So this is a different concept. Okay, let me just, because it's there, so let me just explain this thing also. So what this concept is saying, that whatever while is there, till the moment while is working, whatever is happening, you let it happen. Okay. Once the while gets over, whatever is there in the else, now this else is not for this if, this else is for this. So what I am doing is, I am also adding one print statement here, print I. So now let's try to understand how. All right, 7. How is 7 getting printed, man?
Because you are printing I, not X. It should be print X.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it should print X. It's taking the I from the previous
Yeah.
execution, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So So this is saying that whatever is running here, if this is running, if whatever is there, you run it. Otherwise, you'll run this line. That's it. So I'll attach a few of these concepts at the end for this one. Just let's keep it for now. And this one is the correct one. This one you can try. What should be the answer for this one? Oh, my screen is not sharing. Am I not? Okay, I'm sharing. Okay.
yeah, you are sharing. think it's A. Answer is A.
Why is it A?
When if count equal to 5, then it will break.
Hmm.
Then 0
And
to 4, it will be printed.
ah. So when count was 0, it is anyway it's true. It's not equal to 5. It will not implement. So print count. That means 0 is getting printed. Then count is incrementing. If count is incrementing, it's anyway true. It's not 5. Print it, print it, print it, print it. Once it's 5, you break out of the entire while loop. So once you have the break statement, we can use the true confidently while true. Because while true, we need to be very careful of. If we don't have a proper break statement or any kind of statement which makes the code complete, then it will enter into an infinite loop. So we have to be very careful about using that. So our answer was this A. Right. All of you guys clear, right?
Yes.
Okay. Next is nested loops, our main topic. We have just arrived to the main topic. It's not that often, it's not that much complex or anything. So let's try to understand how this actually works, and then we will feel okay. It's nothing much. So how does nested loops actually work? So till now, whatever looping that we had done, let's suppose for I in range 1 to 3, no 4, what it was doing, if I am printing I, print you forget about it, just tell me the places, the values that I will take in this range. I will take 1, I will take 2, and I will take 3, right? And in the print statement also, I will be printed in this manner, right? Nested loops is loop within a loop. That means I have one loop which is the basic whatever I have here. Inside this, I have another loop. You see, this one and this one are different. And let's suppose I have given this also as the same. Now I want to print, let's suppose J. Printing is you forget, but you try to understand how this actually works, right? It is saying for each value of I, this J will run that many times. So the possible values of I, possible values of I are 1 and 2. And for each I, that means for I equals to 1, J will take value 1 and 2. Got it? So when I is equals to 1, and if I am printing just the J, that means 1 and 2 will get printed when I is 1. Then I will become 2, and for 2, J will get printed again 1 and 2. Got it? That many times the loop is running. So initially, if in this kind of cases, here in these cases, our loop, how many times we assign, that many times the loop would have run, right? But here in this case, that's not the case. Here it will run twice or the multiple of that many times. Okay, so let's try to understand this code, how this code is
Then
running.
just scroll up.
This one.
Yeah. So here we have given the I. So it will run, J will print for 2 times. Wow. What is the this use of this J range 1 3? What will impact if we have mentioned here 1 to 10 in the J range?
No problem if I'm giving a 10. So for I equals to 1, J will, for 1 itself, J will run 1, 2, 3 till 9. And for I equals to 2 also, J will run 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
9. Got it?
Got it. The
Yeah.
printing value of the J.
Yeah, printing value. You will understand again better when we are doing this, when we are doing the next exercises. So let's try to understand this one, this case. So what this is saying, for I in range 3. 3 means what are the values? What are the values of I? 0, 1 and 2.
Two.
For j in range again 3. What are the values of j? J is also again 0, 1 and 2.
Hmm.
I have given print I comma j. Right. Now for I equals to 0 itself, j will take the value of 0, j will take the value of 1, j will take the value of 2. So for this, for I equals to 0 itself, what will get printed? 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2. Got it?
Hmm.
Similarly, for I equals to 1 also, j will take 0, j will take 1, j will take 2. So what will get printed? 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2. That way, similarly, for I equals to 2 also, j will take 0, j will take 1, and j will take 2. So what is the output? 2, 0, 2, 1, and 2, 2. So this is the overall output that is coming from this loop. Got it now?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what it is saying. For every value of I, there will be corresponding j values. In the above code, for I equals to 0, j runs from 0 to 2. Then for I equals to 1, j runs from 0 to 2. Then again for I equals to 2, j runs from 0 to 2 again. Therefore, there are 6 ij pairs. Sorry, not 6. How many times? I think it's 3, 3, so 9 ij pairs, not 6. 6 is for 2. If the range was 2, na, then 6 pairs would have come only 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 2, 0, 2, 1, like that. Now, this is little bit more vivid that you will see. See, for this one, if you observe here, for this condition, I is taking the values from 0, 1, and 2. And for each I, j is taking the value 0 and 1 for each of them. Right? So when I is, so what this code is trying to say, it's trying to print, and you please follow this properly, okay? How we are using this. For when I is equals to I, that means in the first loop, when I is equals to 0, in the first iteration, j will take the value of 0, right? And 0 into 0, I will get 0. That's what I'm trying to print here. Okay. Then for I equals to 0, j equals to 1, I into j will be 0 again. So that's what I'm trying to point out here. That's what I'm trying to print here explicitly so that we understand. And we will use this kind of print statements very extensively in our debugging statements in our DSA also. Just for a future reference, I'm trying to see. So you'll understand this. See what it is trying to do. You see here. What it is doing? It is saying that when I is 0, j is also 0. I into j is 0. When I is 0, j is 1, ij is 0. When I is 1, for I1, j 0, ij 0. Then I1, j1, ij1, I2, j0, ij 0, I2, j1, ij2. So this is how we can track each and every. So these are kind of debugging statements, but we are using it kind of as a multiplication table kind of way, right? Did you get this? This is clear?
This print condition, I'm not clear how this
Ah,
is.
yeah. I understand. This might be a little bit confusing in the first time. See, we are just trying to make each and every. So what did we do here? If you understand, if you understood this, see what we are trying to do. For each I got is different j, right?
Yeah.
Now I want to multiply each of them. Okay.
Okay.
And I want it to track that. I want to know for I, if I equal to 0, and for 0 I want to see what is the I into j at that point. I just want to track this. If I want to track this, how can I track this? If I want a proper vivid print statement, then I am using like this. In the print statement, this was we explained this part also in our previous classes. See, in the community these are there. If you can find some time, you can go through the recording. If because I
Yeah.
have uploaded in the YouTube also. If you don't have the time, you can go through other people's resources also. There is no issue. You just need to go through it if you don't have much idea of Python. So the basic conditioning you should be aware of. So how this actually works is that after this, if we have a comma, these are string concatenation. Okay. So whatever is there, they get mixed, they come together. So you see here, after I, at this point, what is the value of I for the first iteration? I is 0. So 0 is
Yeah.
getting printed. Then
Okay.
then for 2 times of j, I will be 0 only, right?
Yeah.
Then I will be 0 and 1 for 2 times. And what is their value I'm tracking? I
Oh,
into j is a multiplication of I into j. So this is what. For the next iteration, I becomes 1. For I becomes 1, for I equals to 1 also, I have two values of j, 0 and 1, right?
right.
And those two also I'm multiplying and I'm keeping track of their values. And similarly, for I equals to 2 also, I'll have two values of j and I'm keeping track of their multiplication. Got it?
Got it. Got it.
Clear, na?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next is, okay. Try to, on your own, try to do this one, and this one. Right now, take 9 minutes, 10 minutes, and try to. Can you write this down on your notebook? I'm going to stop my screen for a few minutes, so that you can have the time to think it on your own.
Yeah. Done.
Done now? Okay. It's visible now.
It's showing present, but it's showing your name
Now,
only.
now,
No,
still not presenting.
it, getting the notification, it's presenting, but it's not showing the screen.
What about now?
Blank screen only, right?
Now,
Yeah,
yeah,
now, yes.
yeah,
Okay. All right. So give me just 1 minute. I'll just repeat it for the sake for that. So that's if I have to. So what we were doing is for this range, for these two things, what I was doing is for I in range of 3 and j in range of 3, for each value of I, j was running. Each value of I, j was taking the value of these values, whatever the values this range had. The range had value of 0, 1, and 2. So it was printing 0, 1, and 2 because we had given print as j. So j was taking those values. Now instead of j, if I just write star, so instead of this j, star will get printed, right? Now
yeah,
we need to understand one concept is that if I am giving range as n, n means what? If I am giving range as 5, how many times it was running? 0, 1, 2, 4. But how many digits are there? 5 only, right?
mm,
Correct?
yeah,
If it is 5 only, but it was one less, the end value was one less, right? Similarly, if my range is still n, it will go from 0 to n minus 1. But in total, it will always be n times only. Clear? This is okay?
yeah.
Okay, na? So and actually from 0 to n minus 1, what how many numbers we have? We have this formula n minus 1 minus 0 plus 1, so it becomes n. So this is a mathematical formula we have, but it's anyway visible, right? From 0 to 4, how many digits we have? 5, right?
Mm.
So from 0 to n minus 1, how many numbers we have? N numbers. So that's why we have generalized this thing here, that from I to n, I have I have taken, that means 0 to n minus 1, and from j is also running 0 to n minus 1. But this don't matter because for n we will anyway give a value like 4 or 5 or 3, right? So accordingly this 5, it will take the value and this 5 will be placed here. And similarly, how many numbers we actually want, those many numbers will get printed. So it will print the same way. Now, I also have this thing. And if I don't give this, if I don't give this here, then what do you think will happen? If I don't give this and equals to a space, what do you think will happen at this point?
Star
Do
will
you have any
be
idea?
closer.
No. Then star, 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 it will everything will get printed in one line. It will get printed in
Yeah,
one line like this. So like this, it will get printed and there will be no star pattern to be there, right? So
no
this will not
matrix
happen.
pattern.
Yeah, this straight line, it will be printing a straight line. So we have to be careful of that. Now, and what is this thing doing? This is just separating. So for I equals to 0, I equals to 0, let's suppose j is 5, n is 5, j will print 5 stars, right? Now, between this line and the next line, I need one gap. I need one gap. So that's why I have given this in the same indentation of this print. So there will be one gap, and then for I equals to 2, after one gap, this will be getting printed. Got it?
Yeah,
So, okay. Now, if I run this, if I run this, so n I will take as the value. Okay, it takes a little bit of couple of seconds. 10 seconds or what? So as soon as we enter, we have to this connect. We have to connect this. Once it's connected, it will run. I give 5. You see it here, star star star, right?
Yeah.
But anyway, this print, if I don't give also, now I think it will print. Oh, maybe it will in the same line. It will become horizontal line. Yeah, see, it will become horizontal line. Yeah, because they are all, because see, why this is happening is, if you observe this, so for I equals to 0, star has printed. After the last star, it has printed one space, right? And immediately after this space, the I equal to 0 star will also start from here only. So that's why we need this print. We need this blank, the new line print, the empty print we need, so that it breaks off, and then we can print in another statement. Did you get this, or should I repeat this?
Yeah, got it.
Got it, na? I'm just saying a little bit faster so that you can sleep faster. If you don't understand, please stop me.
And then just one question. This end
Ah,
you are given that quotes, right? So does it works that like a new line slash n?
yeah, it will work as new line also. Then what will happen is each and everything will become new line. If we explain, we discussed this in the last class also, but maybe see what is happening.
Yeah.
Each and
So it will complete
everything,
new
each,
line.
yeah, this one, the next one is in the next line. Like this, it will happen.
Okay.
So this end is whatever you need. If you want comma, it will bring one comma between all the stars. See,
Mm.
that's the use. So right now, what do we need? We need one space each, right? So we are
Yeah.
just playing with it. So we are just doing so. But if you are observant, then what you will see is, see, there is one space after this last star also. There will be some compilers which will say, I don't want this last space. Okay, I don't want this last space. Then you have to play in this thing also. Then you have to write if statements here and here, like we did in the first thing, right? That if j is not equals to something else, like this, you try that. You try to come up with the code such a way that for each and every line, this space is not there, because we learned this thing in the beginning of our, the first question was handling this one, right? So try to implement that in this question. Okay, does it sound good? Okay, is it doable?
Yeah.
Now, next thing what I would suggest you to do is, you try to go through last classes this multiplication table. Okay, there we did not do using using this approach. There we did a different approach, and now here we are directly doing it in 2 steps using nested loops. You will have some idea. And before we leave, can you give me the answer for this? What should be the answer for this?
Option A.
Option A. Uh, Anyone else? What do you feel? Kiran, Akash?
Yeah, I'm confused in this range.
Yeah, same.
I3. Yeah,
Got it. Got it. So that's why I'd like to complete to finish with this one so that I can leave you with some good homeworks. That's why I touched this. See, I range is 3. So
yeah.
it's clear 0, 0, 1, and 2, right? J range is dependent on the I. So I to 3, I to 2, because 3 it will not take, I to 2. Now, if I equals to 0, what J is saying, I will go from any value that I is taking till 3. So
Okay.
in the first case, I is 0. So I will go from 0 to 2. So for 0 to 2, J is saying 0 to 2, how many numbers are there? 0, 1, and 2. 0, 1,
3.
and 2. What am I printing? I am not printing J. I am printing star. So
Star.
1, 2, 3. Right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Next line. In the next iteration, I will take the value of 1. So J will go from 1 to 2.
2.
1 to 2, how many values are there? 1 and 2.
Two.
What is it printing? It is printing star?
Two
2
stars.
stars. Next iteration, I is 2. So it is going from 2 to 2. How many numbers it is printing?
1.
2. That means only 1. 1 means what? 1 star. So this is the pattern which is printed.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay. Okay. Clear, guys? This is clear. Be careful. This is the most used. This is the most important range. Mostly this range will only be used because many complex pattern are being handled by this kind of ways on by this kind of patterns only. There are much more simple pattern. Now there are many people who will say, why is pattern important? I will tell you why is pattern builds the real logic building. Pattern really builds the real logic building. There is no better thing to strengthen your logic building, that from where to where the code runs, how the code runs, at where it should finish, at where it should complete. That's why pattern building. Nowhere pattern will be used in real life scenarios, right? There will be no real life use case. There will be no real scenario that pattern is needed. But the basic logic building is been done only with the patterns, because pattern will force us to think the real limits of the I and the J, in especially the nested loops, how you run. So it's very important. So these two, please try to do it on your own. Please try to solve these two questions. This will help you. Any doubts you have, let's discuss in the next class, next session, and then we will. Any doubts you have, then we will understand the GCD and LCM also, and if possible, we will do some revision. Or if you want to move ahead, we can move ahead in the next session. What do you think? Should we finish only the loops properly in the next class, or should we continue with the next topic also? What do you feel?
So the next class is every Saturday or it's every day?
Actually, every Saturday it's been fixed, but recently my classes are also there, so they are getting collided. So I'm not able to take it on Saturday. Today I had free. Today was Saturday, right? Today I did not have, so I took it today. Next Saturday also I won't be free, so I might take it on Thursday. Will you guys be available Thursday?
At what time? Same.
Same 10 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I am thinking, is because there is something scheduled for the next week, so I will not be able to take it. So Thursday will be Christmas Day. I think it's a holiday from with your office and all those things. I think you might be free. If not, try to take out the time. Let's have a session. This session was very good. I really liked your interaction and all those questions. Thank you for making this class so good. Let's meet.
Thank you. Yeah.
Please
Yeah.
practice. I will anyway upload this video also I will upload this Google Colab also, and I have also prepared this GitHub repo where I have this questions regarding while loops and this nested loops. So while loop I have already done. Nested loops also it's there. So if you can understand those questions properly, then you can try these questions also. So everything is there properly. Don't try to look at the code at the beginning. Try to understand, try to do it on your own, and then if you cannot, then try to look at the code.
Can you provide this repo link?
I will provide in the
Can you
Discord. I
provide
will.
that once in your GitHub
Uh,
one more time, like on the profile,
uh,
like your main page that is there, right? When you visit anyone's profile.
this one.
Yeah. Activity graph is crazy, man.
So I am trying to upload as many this documentation. So one of my friends suggested me when we started. Na, he told me that you upload anything that you feel. Then I sometimes I forget what happens in GitHub is, na, if this
Yeah.
was very dark green in the beginning, this 4 3 contributions itself. Then someday I did somewhere a little bit more, and those became very light green. Then I was trying to connect like this it happened. And sometimes I would like to make these patterns, but someday I will forget, then pattern gets screwed up. So like that, nothing much. This DSA I have many questions, and what I have to do is I'll make it better. Like, first of all, what I tried to do was in these questions, uh, I was just randomly, I did not write in a proper MD format. So I just copy pasted it. Then after a few days, I learned how to format it in MD. Then I learned that how to make folders in this GitHub. So that way the activity graph is getting more and more like that.
But still,
Nothing
it's
like
good
I
to
am doing.
have a graph like that because I think it
Yeah.
creates a good impression on someone visiting your profile.
Uh, yeah, that is also true. So maybe my friend who suggested me, he had the same intention that you at least make your graph look better.
Because like anyone visiting doesn't know what you did, but looking at that, it feels like you are serious about your work.
Sorry, I got cut off. Okay, I'm audible right now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, now you are audible.
Yeah. So some good things are there, but I will be uploading more things related to Docker Kubernetes also. But I am more doing into these things only. I have been like mostly I am editing the MDs only to look it much better and better. That's why it's it's becoming. I have a lot more thing to add. Yeah, slowly it will be done.
Also, are you planning to do the sessions on Kubernetes and Docker also? It will be great,
Yeah,
I think, if you have time.
if yeah, if people ask for it and there are enough people, because Sagar has good enough this good things now. But if you need a live kind of session, then sure, or we can definitely bring up those things also if you need.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm interested in Docker Kubernetes.
Yeah, sure. We can discuss those things also in much details. No problem in that. I'll prepare those things. Let's move a little bit with Python with DSA, because once a day DSA we won't. It will take 3 years to finish DSA, right? Because there are because
What's
if
the
you
next
see,
topic?
next topic is functions. Because I don't think next topic I'll be able to start function. At least we'll have little bit of idea, because GCD I was not able to complete, right? And I would like to discuss these questions also. If you people please try to do these questions, do these things. At least these 2 questions you try. You try this also. You practice this on your notebook. You write and you understand. Then it will be easier for this. And Harish, we discussed this question right in the last class. So try to go through this in nested loops. Then you will be able to relate it. Okay, how it works in nested loops. And yeah. Oh, okay. You did it.
Yeah.
Great, great. Yeah. That's great, man. All right. So that's it. Thank you, everyone. Let's meet next Thursday. What you know, see, if you have just started and you have started with nested loops, right? So there are many other things that you might again feel that there might be some gap. So what you do is, I have anyway in the Discord channel, I have pasted all the previous the collabs and the classes recordings and this GitHub also. So practice those, go through those, and if you have any issues, na, you contact with me personally, and I can help you out. If you need some time extra, then we can have a separate session, and we can again discuss more. If you want to revise the previous things, if you get confused in any kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, sure,
Uh,
definitely.
sure. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, and if possible, you can add a markdown in the GitHub for this collab links. So it would be
Oh,
like
okay.
one.
In GitHub. Yes, yes. That's a good point. So each for each class, I can in the markdown. Where do you recommend me adding this in here?
No, no. I think in if you don't have a README file already present for this repo, then you can add it there itself. I think you don't have it, so you can just add a README and
In the README, each and every classes, yeah, this thing I can add, right?
collab and notes link. You can like link them there.
Sure, sure. Yeah, absolutely. That will be helpful. And if you go through my previous classes, you will see how much improvement this was, Kiran. We have
Okay.
Harish and we have been through this from the first. So what I used to do was uh, screen this will be always there. But if I need to write and show something, na, I will enable the video here, if you see, and then I will rotate this.
Yeah, yeah,
I
I
will,
see
yeah,
this.
then I will rotate this. And that was why it was not good. Lighting was not good. Then the focus was not stable. So a lot of issues were there. The experience was not great. Anyways, I was thinking to get this display pen from a long time, but I was not sure that do I really need, or would I be able to track
Mhm.
it? But once I installed it, it was so smooth to like handle. I was like, oh my God, I have been missing it for.
So then, like, how it is? Just a pen, or you have like whole note, like notepad kind of thing, a
Yeah,
device?
yeah, there is a, uh, yeah, there